My name is Rapp, and I drive a 2007, I think, WRX wagon.
Okay, one more time, just like a little more confident.
Yeah, I had to think about it. Car was my first word, other than mom or dad, and it was in the back of my mom's '64 Beetle. So, yeah. I just grew up around cars. My dad is sort of a car guy. Like, he's not to the level of I am, but he always had cool cars. Like, he just liked different cars. So, little Porsches, or we had a bunch of Volkswagens. That's kind of what I liked Volkswagens for the longest time, and I still do to an extent. But it started there, and it went to, I liked quirky cars, and so that's why I've ended up with a bunch of Subarus, just because it's like the Japanese version of Saab, where it's weird for no real reason other than to just be weird and practical and still fun to drive. So.
Okay, so as far as, we're pretty familiar with turbo all-wheel drive cars, turbo all-wheel drive 4-cylinders. Since the turbo is so much smaller in this car, the TD04, the spool time, yeah, it feels more linear. Because, well, he has a 2.5 with a smaller turbo.
Right, so you've got more exhaust gases pushing the turbo. You've got more torque down low from the natural aspiration.
So it just feels way more linear. It doesn't, with my car, it's like you're either off boost or you're on boost.
Right.
I mean, the fact that it's turboed is nice. If this car was NA, it would still be a freaking blast because this thing handles amazing.
Yeah. What I love about Rapp is that I feel like I'm in a brand new car because the interior is so clean. I'm like trying not to touch things.
Yeah.
Yes. Why don't we have the camera in the back?
Oh yeah, it does run a little bit.
You thought I was a cop for a second?
I thought for just a second. Luckily, I only hit 50, so.
Like engine turbo wise, there's maintenance parts and coilovers, 2004 2005 taillights, cob cat back, access port, front lip, stop tech, street pads, ATE blue, brake fluid, centric rotors, 17x8 Inky wheels, and Advan 808R tires. It's different to me. No one else may notice it, but that's not the point. Like, it's not, I'm not out to get attention. It's just because I like it, which is why there's buttons pinned to my sun visor and, you know, stickers randomly all over the place, and like, that's for me to laugh at when I see it. There's more parts on the way. It's more suspension stuff. Front and rear sway bars, end links, shifter bushings, sway bar bushings. I want to make it turn and steer and drive better without becoming harsh. If there's a Subaru fault, it's steering feel. Maybe newer cars are better, not tremendously better, but when you driven other all-wheel drive cars, Evo, that is actually feels like you're turning in, like you actually can tell what the front end is doing. And this isn't bad. Like, I'm running a sticky enough tire now that you can feel it, but it's still vague enough. And when you drive a front wheel drive Civic and it feels like it has better steering feel, that's kind of disheartening. So I want it to turn in better.
So I'll take it back to the Rapp. So as far as speed and, I guess, engine behavior, the car feels about stock. It feels a little peppier than a stock WRX.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's a stage 1 tune for you.
Right.
Yeah.
But as far as handling, it blows my Evo out of the water.
Oh yeah.
Steering feel is probably not as good as my Evo, but everything else.
That's what he was even mentioning.
Right. Yeah. The grip is astonishing. Body roll is like 0, except that the seats don't bolster enough, so your body is actually rolling.
Power isn't the biggest thing to me. I'd rather have it be fun to drive. Like, obviously more power is never a bad thing, but I'm not gonna go crazy and just throw some charge piping in there and just call it a day or anything. I think any car can reflect someone's style. It just has to be, they have to be into it. You modify it to how it fits your style. Like, if I had a Kia, it'd be a sweet Kia. Like, it'd be a ridiculous Kia, but it would be awesome. And I don't know, it's just kind of how that works. There is no answer to, I have no idea why I got into cars. I have zero idea. I can honestly not remember not loving them. I had posters of cars on my bedroom wall when I was 18 years old. The only girl I ever had on my wall was Liz Fair. Like, and hi Liz, if you're watching, hit me up. What's up? This was always my happy place. Like, having a terrible day, having a terrible month. 5 years of your life went not exactly as planned. Cars kind of the thing that keeps you sane. Keeps me really poor, but keeps me sane, so I can't argue with that.
When Rapp mods his car, like even this STI shift knob, it's a legit STI shift knob from, I think, like, yeah, Japan, like older 5-speed STIs. But it looks OEM and it looks awesome.
It's clean. Like the leather matches the steering wheel.
Right. Whenever he does a mod, it improves the car, but it looks aesthetically pleasing and relatively stock. You look at it and you think, man, it's badass that they put that in their stock. They didn't, but you think that they did. Well, you want to switch?
Yeah. Hold on, I've got to scoot my seat all the way forward. Actually, not that fast. Yeah, I want, like, this car makes me want to push it because, like, it doesn't feel squirmy at all. I'm actually, like, even not pushing it, driving it really smooth and easy, it feels great. I want to just keep driving it. It's not like, I feel like the car is so well put together. I don't, it's throwing my keys out of my pocket. Like, and we're not even pushing it. How is it doing that?
If you're into something because you want fame from it, that's what always bothers me. Like, I don't know, if you genuinely like something, like you're just into cars because you like it, you're just into collecting stamps because you like it, dear God, why would you like it? I don't know, you be genuine about it and not whatever the next big fad is. Like, I have no trouble with stance kids. Like, I know lots of people get all angry about that. You love it, you're into it, it's awesome, that's fantastic. Like, that's really cool. Same with drag racing. Drag racing is kind of boring to me. But if you're into it and that's what makes you happy, cool. Like, but if you're just doing something because, oh man, my friends are all doing this, I should get into that. I mean, that's how it all starts, and that's great. Everyone gets into it for that reason. But when your friend's like, okay, now I want to play ultimate frisbee. You're right, forget cars, that's the coolest thing ever. Like, I don't know. It seems kind of wishy-washy and not, I don't know. The lack of genuineness, I guess.
Let's check the turning radius here, shall we?
Can't be as bad as the Evo. It's not as bad as the Evo. It is already, yep, it's far better than the Evo.
So it does about a full turning circle in about 4 average lanes. 4 average width lanes, if that gives any comparison. But the Evo and the Spec B both have turning circles about the size of a school bus. 100,000 RPM.
Going uphill, fairly steep incline.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of shifted early because I was just kind of done with it.
Right.
You know, like, the power is definitely not jaw-dropping, but I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah, does not need to be at all.
Right. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, if somebody offers us an 800 horsepower Evo, we'll be the first to take it. Let's go. But doesn't mean it needs it.
Yeah, this car is such a well-rounded car.
Yeah.
It does not need any more power.
Yeah, this car's done, you know? Like, it doesn't need anything.
Yeah, he's going to do more to make it handle better.
Which is crazy.
It doesn't... Well, he said that the tires are too sticky now, and it's overpowering the sway bars.
I could see that.
We haven't pushed it that hard, so...
Right. So it actually rubs, I think, more with steering angle than it does with body roll. I think steering angle makes it rub. Gosh, I just want to keep driving.
I know, it's so much fun.
All of the people that all of us that hang out, we're all different in every possible conceivable way. There's chemists and IT nerds and college students and someone's 20 and someone's 40, whatever. It's, you know, that's, you're still a car person and it's still cool. Like,